Hey, you guys. It's your girl, Ashley Janae. Thank you for popping in to Club Rich, where we talk about everything related to pop culture. So, welcome, you guys. Tap into the comments and let me know that you're here. What are you guys drinking tonight? Put that also in the comments. Me, personally, I came home and cracked open a Jamaica Me Happy with some lemonade from Walmart. um what is that brand? Y'all know the lemonade from Walmart. They got a regular lemonade and then a pink lemonade. Have you ever heard of it, Mickey?
Not really. I ain't not really.
Oh my god. Yeah, it's awesome. It's like in the deli department. But anyways, y'all ready for some hot topics? But before we get into the hot topics, let me check in with you guys for the week. This week was very eventful. So Saturday, I had the whole A10 group like in a frenzy because I was at
This
Great Lakes Crossing. Saturday, I had the whole A10 group like in a frenzy. Nikki, you got the
oh
playback happening in the
oh
back.
no, my bad. I gotta mute my mic. My bad. Go ahead.
Oh, you all right? I was about to let you chime in a second. But anyways, go to Great Lakes Crossing in Auburn Hill. That's not Auburn Hill. Yeah, that's Auburn Hills. And it was like it was a standoff, and so a whole bunch of cops, all kind of crazy stuff was going on, and I was actually there for a date, so that was real backwards. And then I had Mickey, Winters, everybody was just in a frenzy. They was worried about me, but everything was okay. Mickey, did you hear about the situation, or did you hear about it from me?
From you.
So it wasn't anything online that was talking about it.
Nah, I got it from you.
That's crazy because Winters had hit me up, but that's when I was like, dang, man, everybody was paying attention, I guess. But, anyways, let's get into these hot topics courtesy of the Shade Room. You ready, Mickey?
Talk to me.
So, Mickey, have you heard about this? What is it called? AI technology where they basically could take like snippets of your voice and they kind of use a computer generated machine. They could get like the pitch of your voice, highs, lows, whatever, and they could take your voice and add it to like songs, any kind of whatever, and it really sounds like the person. Like, okay, for instance, I heard like 4 or 5 songs that Rihanna was generated, computer generated into singing, like some Beyonce songs, The Weeknd, quite a few people. But Mickey, did you able to hear about that?
Yeah, semi. I kind of know what you're talking about. I did hear something about it when they was talking about it, but when at the same thing like the AI rapper that they had did.
Yeah, he got signed to, I forgot what record company it was, and like everybody did so much pushback that they dropped him the same day that he was signed. So it
Wow.
was literally like a metaverse character. I think that's what it was. And like he had a record, did all kind of stuff. It was crazy. Like he was doing music videos. They really treated this little cartoon character like he was a real person.
Mm-mm-mm-mm.
Do you think this is gonna cut into like people's profits and stuff? I know Drake kind of chimed in about it, stating that it was, something that he didn't agree with at all. That, eventually, artists and stuff will probably be obsolete because they can go and computer generate somebody that sounds awesome and they can sing all the songs that people write and all that stuff. So it kind of cuts out the artist being involved.
Mm. I feel just another way where where they eating off the artist is without having to use the artist.
That's sad. That's why I said I would never want to be in the forefront because, for one, a songwriter or producer is who makes the good amount of money for the least amount of work. Because a lot of artists nowadays, they don't make their money unless they're touring, they have endorsements, like other things outside of I'm just recording an album. So it
Mm.
really does not pay to be an artist like that nowadays because you work super hard.
Uh, Yeah, that's rough right there. That's rough right there. That's rough right there.
Yeah.
How do
Um,
they supposed to get their money though? I mean,
uh, that's a good question. So, like I said, they were able to take Rihanna's voice and put it on like multiple people's songs. So, think about it like this: if they got a snippet of, okay, again, Rihanna's voice, and they got a song that somebody wrote, and they're able to just put her voice on a song that they wrote. All they got to do is type out the words that she's saying, and she's gonna go ahead and sing them. That means she doesn't have to come to the studio to record anything.
but do she get paid for that?
Probably not, because I mean, there's no work. But at the same time, if you're using her likeness, her trademark, all that kind of stuff to promote the song that you made, she's still gonna have to make money off that.
That's the point I was trying to see. Was she still gonna be able to get some money? Because a lot of times they'll do some stuff. But I mean, well, they've been playing games like that. Just think about Millie Vanilli. Not to bring them up like that, but just think about them, how they was able to lip sync.
They was skating for a minute till that CD skipped on it.
Nah, that's till somebody got mad and told, "What up, AD? What
Hey,
up, Miss Winters? How you doing, Bada Bada?"
I can't even see the chats because I'm on this app. So I'm sorry, y'all. I can't even see the chats. I'm gonna have Mickey keep a tight rein on the chats tonight.
Oh,
Did
for real, you
you
can't
see?
see?
Did you see this crazy Dalai Lama story?
Come on with it, yeah.
So for those who don't know, he was, I don't even know where he was at. Anyways, it was a young child. They were sitting there playing whatever, whatever, and he asked the child to suck on his tongue. The weirdest crap that I've ever seen in my life. He immediately apologized once he got the backlash for it, but it was just like
Cringe worthy, huh?
very, 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 very. Um, am I
That's.
surprised? No.
I mean, when you got fanatics like that's a oh man, that's another one that's gonna give another knock on. Do you realize that?
I'm gonna be honest. I'm not surprised because the Catholic Church has been getting away with bloody murder for how long? And it's like it's always every year is another priest getting exposed for X, Y, some kind of sexual abuse to kids. So
Mm,
I am not surprised. I'm just surprised. Well, this is the one thing I'm surprised that he has such a huge platform that he would actually do that in public. Like even if you are a pervert, I would think that you would do that behind closed doors, right?
the way this world is. Oh, I got a comment for you. Tony Wiggins said, "Do you realize the California Raisins are the highest paid artists? Seriously, and they cover other songs for real. Google it." So I guess,
Yeah,
but
the California Raisins been around for oof, Lord knows how long. So yeah, they were getting back in the '90s. So I didn't even know they was still around.
so what they do? They just sing other people's songs.
At first, it used to be back in the day commercials where they would like.
Gotcha.
I think they sung like a Marvin Gaye song on a commercial once upon a time. I remember that when I was real young. It was yeah, it was a Marvin Gaye song, and yeah, it was told that they made a lot of money off of that. And I'm just like, how the heck is people buying CDs? Because at the time that was CDs, buying CDs or cassettes of Raisins singing.
Mm,
That was weird.
yeah.
Anyway,
It said Google the net worth for the California Raisins. Probably ridiculous.
hold on, we about to find this out.
Ask, see what up. See, it's just it's another
Oh,
it's another way they just. It is what it is.
uh,
If it's a dollar to be made in America, you can make it. You just gotta figure your way into this system.
okay. So they made their first appearance in '86, and how much? What the heck?
Net worth.
Yeah, I was trying to find out. They're actually talking about like literally raisins. I'm not talking about them. I got okay. Yeah, they came out late. I know they lying.
They worth how
Two
much?
hundred 200 million. Nah, I can't be. Can't be. Y'all lying. Let me hit this Wikipedia real quick and see what they talking about. Cause if they getting paid that much and they fake, I know something.
It's the people who behind it. That's who got the money.
Ain't that about a blip? And
It's,
so it basically goes back to whoever was the guys that was doing all the singing because they were singing their hearts out on the commercials. I remember that.
he said, told you, and it's more than that. Hey, they, we they make it. I'm finna get off into that.
Some fake raisins. They ain't even
No,
real raisins. Some fake raisins. All right, y'all. We're gonna change the subject because they're gonna make
uh,
me mad. So, family of a man in Atlanta, Fulton County Jail.
mm,
They actually are reporting today that he has passed away after being eaten alive by insects and bed bugs. So I seen the pictures, the actual pictures from the cell. If that is the living conditions of the inmates in Fulton County, they ought to be a damn shame of themselves. I'm talking about feces all over the rooms because nobody's coming in to clean the toilets or
mm.
what. So just junk and infestation all over their cells. It's one thing that you want people to pay for whatever crime it is that they commit. I understand punishment, but that doesn't mean that they have to live in such conditions where they could be killed for selling drugs or killed for like a lot of stuff that people are in jail for. It's not worth dying over. Now they need
Mm.
they time in the cell to think about what they've done. Okay, understand. But to be eaten alive by bed bugs,
Yeah, that's terrible.
so that means you're not being released to even like be outdoors. Because if you got enough time to just be sat there and just get gnawed on like that, that means you're not even being released out your cell, right?
But answer this question for me. I got one a little deeper than that. I ain't gonna say deeper. How many more stories do you got to hear about these prisons and the conditions?
Yeah,
It
because
ain't it ain't like this the first time we didn't heard about it. But I'm just saying, for these conditions that's going on, that's terrible.
you know what it is. Um, let's just think about it like this: as a society, is that really on the top of the list to look into? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Oh, Tony said he was supposed to be mentally challenged. He think. He said, I think.
The young man, okay. So he probably was restrained to a certain degree and not really being released.
But still the conditions.
It still should be some kind of fairness behind that. Wowzers. Oh man, okay. So I forgot about this story. This was on the top of my list. So comedian actor Jamie Foxx, prayers up to him. Did you hear about this?
He said he had a incident or something.
Come to find out at 55 years old, Jamie Foxx had a stroke. Now this is according to the Shade Room. So he had a stroke and an aneurysm
Damn.
simultaneously. Mm-hmm. And he's not in the best of shape. He stayed black. He's in a very, very, very bad shape. I was talking to my mom about this earlier because it seems like people younger and younger and younger are either dying or having really, really serious health injuries. Um,
Hold on. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. You just shot that by me like that wasn't nothing. You said uh, he might have had a stroke and an aneurysm.
at the same time.
God, that ain't nothing. Just that ain't. Damn.
That is that's wild, ain't it? I
I feel for the brother. Prayers out to him.
I was speaking to one of the doctors in my office actually earlier and my mom, but it was really the conversation was really me and the doctor earlier, and I talked to her later. But anyways, um, I was asking like, what is it that's contributing to a lot of the younger crowd, like the 50 crowd and younger? Like, why are we having so many health issues at such a young age? And they really contributed a lot of stuff to the food, and two, um, side effects of COVID. They said the side effects of COVID, we are not going to catch on to the side effects of COVID till probably about another good 20, 30 years from now.
Mm,
Because we really do not know, other than death, what's the real living side effects to it. You know what I'm saying?
mm-hmm.
So you get the temporary loss of taste um and smell, but other than that, no real, concrete evidence to what happens. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I feel that's a bad thing right there for.
What do you think it could be?
I don't know. I mean, anything you don't know, like certain lifestyles. I go to lifestyles, how
That
people might things you might have done.
Yeah, and I think
Partying. I'm not speaking on him because I don't know what he did, but I know just like I done had uncles. I mean, I know older people who did certain drugs and like as they done got older, they not their 30s or 40s. They like 60s and 70 now from past drug abuse, man. It's like when you get to this age, and then a lot of us don't go get checkups. We don't go to the doctor. You know what I'm saying? We're not eating right. We eating all type of drinking all. It's our eating habits along with our partying habits. I think catch up to a lot of us later in life, and us not working out that all that stuff in the body. You younger, you can fight it up. When you start hitting them middle 30s and them 40s and 50s, you
maybe
might.
it's on me that's starting to ache, and I'm just like, child, what did I do? Knees and stuff starting to give out at random times. I'm like, oh no. But I get what you're saying.
Yeah, because I mean, you gotta think we might be overweight. We didn't picked up. You know what I'm saying? We think because we can go get a high blood pressure medicine, we still eating bad. You know what I'm saying? It's like you kind of want to change that up because being on that high blood pressure medicine, it's nothing wrong, but eventually do blow out your it wear on your kidneys. It's like the different medicine we take to help us. Eventually, it tear up other organs.
Yeah,
That's all I'm saying.
medical period is it's not the best solution to problems, but it's the quickest solution.
Right.
It's a lot of herbal remedies to stuff nowadays, but it's a slower process. So doctors, they make their money off of getting the quick results. So
Yeah, I mean, because because it's like you go to a doctor. Doctor can tell you, listen, they tell you, okay, you need to quit eating this. You need to start exercising. Just walk 30 minutes a day.
mm,
Doctor tell you all this, but he know you're not gonna do it when he can be like, you know what? I could go ahead and give you this pill and that'll help you.
mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? It's just things that it's you got to think you got high blood pressure. I seen that too, Tony. But if you got to think about it like this: uh, we had grandparents that was living long and was having kids. You ain't had none of this. What Tony saying, hopping on these young girls, killing these males quick. LOL. Nah, it's not. But you're not in the right health. You take a high blood pressure medicine. Then you got these. I'm not gonna get off into their business, but you got certain people want to take certain things that help them that might hinder their eyesight. And because what was all this other stuff at during the earlier years when people didn't have none of this, but instead of
Yeah,
eating right, change your diet.
that's one of the keys: getting some kind of exercise and changing your eating habits, because a lot of diseases, well, not necessarily diseases, but disorders, can be reversed if you change your diet and get some kind of exercise to your body. A lot of stuff can be reversed. But you have to have that focus, and a lot of people don't, of course. I mean,
Yeah, but it's what we consume. We being meat eaters, and really, you think it really? I'll say this: it's like the starchy foods we eat, the reprocessed foods that we eat. You know what I'm saying? You going to, and I ain't trying to knock them because I don't want them to knock this video down, but basically eating fast foods. You know what I'm saying? That's not good on the body. Just go watch that. Have you ever heard McDonald one the dude that supersized me?
super size me. Then the second, I think I watched the second one too, because he had a second part to it.
Okay.
That was horrible. Like he got so freaking sick. Like I'm talking about on the side of the road, just throwing up.
Yeah, and he was looking at his ass wasn't gonna be here with us too much longer.
Yeah.
It ain't no knock. It's just a it just is what it is. It's like really it's our eating habits. It's really our what we eat. Like soul food, good as it is unhealthy.
Soul food is something that you should, excuse me, get once in a while as a treat. But something as a habit, like every Sunday, like they do on soul food, no.
Not if you want to live. Just look at being a diabetic, sugar, like all this. You know what I'm saying? It's really our lifestyle, what we eat, contribute to our early death,
Yeah.
along with other shit we doing. Excuse my friends, like messing with people and messing with their women. Messing with a man, money and his woman is a quick way to get you out of here.
Oh yeah. Yeah. You gotta what they say, your body is a temple. You gotta treasure it.
Right.
All right, let's move on.
Let's move on. I'm in
So
the zone.
they background y'all over there doing washing dishes. So look, U.S. officials announced that they won't pursue criminal charges in the death of Shanquilla Robinson. So, for those who are not familiar, she went on a trip. I believe in is it in Mexico? Hold on. We're gonna fact check this. This is on the Shade Room also. Um, how many people did she go with? She went with was it four other individuals? Yes, she did. And so during this trip, she mysteriously passed away. And the individuals that she went on the trip with, they ended up coming back to the States. They was in Mexico. They ended up coming back to the States, saying, hey, we don't know what happened to her. She just died, blah, blah, blah. Until a video surfaces of them basically brutally beating her, like taking turns beating her for whatever reason. I would not never know. And so, anyways, their first autopsy was stating that she had a severed spine, and that was like, I guess, her fatal injury. Now they're going back and stating that that was not the case, that her spine was still intact, and they will not be pressing charges against these individuals. To be exact, they stayed in the villa in Cabo, and but that's not the end of it. They still have to go through the legal process in Mexico. So, Mickey, you still there?
Yeah, I ain't went nowhere. I just unmuted my line.
So, what do you think about that? Because I feel like Biden should have stepped in a little bit and tried to see what he can do as getting charges against those individuals. Because I mean, it is video proof of it.
Yeah, that's cold blooded, but I mean, for her not to come back, I don't see why it's no charges unless they know something we don't know.
It's got to be something that we don't know. But like I said, they stated that they released information that her spine was still intact. So they are not completely sure what her fatal injury was. So they can't, I guess they can't pin it on the individuals that she was with. In the US, though. That's only in the US. This is my take. I hope that Mexico uh, goes at them with the book and gives them the roughest punishment that they can give them. They usually do like labor and stuff when they give out sentences. So I'm hoping that that's what happens.
Oh, you saying the United States can't do? They dropping the charges. Yeah, because how can you charge for something they did in another country?
Yeah. So I get them kind of like, hey, we might get a mistrial, or it's not going to end in the results we want anyway. So let's go
Hmm.
Mexico, get to it. Yeah, I hope Mexico gets them in they ass for that one, because that was horrible.
Yeah, that was messed up.
Mm-mm, mm-mm. I'm sitting there trying to go through these little uh let me see. Oh, so did you see the young guy? I am not going to mess up his name because his name was horrible. He was an athlete, because they've been talking about this all day. His wife decides to file for divorce for whatever reason, and they get to court. She's like, "Hey, I want half of what everything that he got." So I believe he's a soccer player. So he them soccer players make some money. So
Yeah, I seen that.
they get to court, and all of his assets are under his mom's name. So
He
get
was a smart man, but I'm gonna be like this. I'm gonna tell you, I'm a fair person, and I might get called a sucker or a clown for what I'm about to say. If I had 100 million, and he know the situation was, now if me and her we met because I got this money and I got this 100. I'll probably give her 2 or 3 million. They're going away. You're gonna pay child support, but now if we came up, I'll give you probably 15. Like here you go. You know what I'm saying? I'll probably give you 15 out my 100. I might just give you 10. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, if I made it, if you ain't helped me make this and this mine, because you got to remember, I will. You know what I'm saying? I will still, if we just happen to separate, I give up 10. You know what I'm saying? Out my 100. The business still got to survive. Now I ain't gonna split no 50-50. Now I'm gonna tell you that, but I give up 10. But I wouldn't if the shoe was on the other foot. Say the woman had the money. I wouldn't expect a woman had no $100 million. She got $100 million, and this your cut. You know what I'm saying? This what you got. If she offer five, cool. But don't nobody, and you created this. Don't nobody. You got to give up half. I don't know where that came from.
Yeah, I'm kind of like in between with this situation, because this is my thing. It goes, in my opinion, it goes probably by how long they were married. Um, if they were married long enough for her to bear kids and actually take care of a family, and really build a life with this man, okay, he should give her something. Even if it's not completely half, it should be something. But a lot of these women, they know for a fact that they don't plan on being with these men for the long run. Like, some of them get their kids, they chill out for a couple years, let some money accumulate, and then that's when they go ahead and give them the deuces. I've seen it on multiple occasions. Um,
Go ahead.
for him to get away scot free, though, completely scot free, I think that's a little bit much.
He gonna have to pay child support. He ain't get scot. He got scot free where she ain't getting none, but he still gonna have to pay child support. That was a smart move because she was. You know what happened? She was in it for the wrong reason, and his mama
He,
must have been hip and said, "Baby, this was listen to mama. You ain't listen to me no any other time. Listen, because you got two boys, right?
yeah,
So what you gonna be? What you would have done if it was your son?
I probably would have been mad if my son came up to me and asked me to put all these assets in my name. I'm not gonna tell him no. I'm definitely not gonna tell him no. I'm gonna ask. This is the thing of it, though. If you're asking me to do all this stuff in my name and you have a wife, it's something going on in your household that's not right. Because when you're trying to hide something from your spouse, and you're hiding it for the long run, that means you shouldn't be marrying them or be married to them in the first place. That's my opinion.
How come it can't be? He just was protecting himself. His mother probably told him, "Look, what was her income?" I mean, I'm just being honest.
But this
Just say you worth 100 million, right? Say you worth
hmm
100 million, and you got my man off the street. He come from working. I ain't gonna say off the street. Maybe he come from making 15. What the fire department make? What firefighter make $10, and he marry you, and say y'all get a divorce and say 4 years. Do you think he supposed to get half of your 100 million? Do you think I go percentage? Do you think he deserves 30% of your money?
no, but this my thing. This on the flip side. Say me and him have kids together. It so happens that he ends up getting custody of the kids. I do feel like I'm supposed to give him money to contribute to take care of the kids. I do that. That's only right. You shouldn't expect the person that's taking care of the kids a majority of the time to just not get any kind of financial.
Hold on. So hold up. If he's taking care of the kids, it's taking the kids. Mama got to drive a Bentley. Mama got to live in a $4 million house. I'm just saying because now, if we saying taking care of the kids, say your house not no $4 million house, maybe it's a $250,000 house, but the kids going to maybe you can't drive a Bentley, maybe you drive a Cadillac truck. You know what I'm saying? It's things that it seems like it's more about, well, I should have some money. Because that's what it seems like with them basketball players. A lot of them girls get with them athletes, I ain't gonna just say basketball athletes, and they know it's for the money. What fool in his right mind gonna split and she not on that field tackling, football, one incident, you could be paralyzed.
Yeah, that's goes to show you about the people that you are marrying for one, and then yeah, that's basically it. Just goes by the people that you're marrying. Like you have to kind of keep watch. If I feel like I'm marrying somebody and I have to go through all these loops and holes behind the scenes, I shouldn't be married to them in the first place.
No,
Because
but
for him to do that in his marriage, I feel like he knew that she wasn't the right one. But a lot of people marry somebody that looks a certain kind of way for for looks purposes, and they're not really paying attention that they're not a good person. They're just somebody good to look at. So
yeah, because okay, because in the comment Tony said, "What you?" I'll read the comment for you. Hold on, let me see
okay.
this. He said he gave a person to. He said, "What Tony?" He said, "Ashley, would you date Future and trust him?"
Hell no, I wouldn't date Future in the first place. This is the thing. A lot of females would be like, I date him because he got money. I'm not dating him because that's so much stress. Like, be past the money part of the situation, that's so much added stress on you because you know you're dating somebody that ain't worth a damn. Like from the jump.
Oh, okay. Nah, he said, but he even brought up Lori Harvey. He said, bro, that's just like a dude trying to wife Lori Harvey and know what type of chick she is. Yeah, you gotta have some money. So you already know if you're dealing with that, that ain't nobody from the, you know. So am I gonna split my? I'm gonna split my fourth. You are. I'm not listening. Cause soon as say Lori Harvey wake up and be like, I don't want to be with him. I get to walk away 50 million. What? And she off to the next marriage.
But the thing of it is, just like y'all saying Lori Harvey, y'all know that she has a reputation from hopping and hopping and hopping. What would make you want to get in a stable, well, that's not even a stable relationship, but in a relationship to begin with her, if
Didn't
you know she,
Kanye, not to cut you off, didn't Kanye marry Kim Kardashian?
and that was for look purposes, and look how that
No.
shit ended up.
Yeah,
Now he's trying to help raise his kid, and he really ain't got no kind of say so and stuff because you married a Kardashian. You wanted somebody that looked good. I don't feel sorry for the nigga at all. You wanted somebody that looked good. He had him a nice little chocolate thing by the name of Alexis. I've actually have met her before. She is a nice young lady, and I'm glad that she dodged that bullet. But yeah, he didn't want her after a certain point in time. He wanted the whole aesthetic of having, a girl that looked like Kim Kardashian. And sometimes that comes with bull crap. So he's living in his reap what you sow. That's what you're living in right now.
Right.
So I don't feel bad for him. So when men and women they go and look for these people for the purpose of money or looks, it never ends well. So that's their problem. Anyways,
Yep.
next step.
Come on with the next one.
Man, okay, look.
I'm
I used to
listening.
like I used to like Marcus Houston, but I think I'm done with him. I'm completely done with him. So I've been knowing about this wife that he got. You know, Marcus Houston is 41. He
Yep.
might be 42 now. Um, he has a wife that's 20 years old. She might be 21 by now. But on an episode of Unsung on TV One, um, he actually put out there that he started talking to this young lady when she was 17, and he was 38.
17. Hold up. Maybe he was talking to her and he never touched her because she
Man,
got 18. Now, come on now. We can't just because come on now. Come on now.
that's nasty, Mickey.
I didn't say I would do it, but I'm just saying maybe he waited till she was 18 is all I'm saying.
That's still trifling.
They
That's
do that
like
in Hollywood. They do that in the entertainment industry.
that's so trifling. That is so trifling. The fact that he like admits to it on national TV just shows how wild it is. Because what man is just gonna say, I was waiting for her
Well,
to turn 18.
maybe they've been. Well, somebody had just enlightened me. Maybe it's called grooming. I'm
Grooming.
saying,
That's the name of it.
just think about it doing Playboy matching. A lot of them girls weren't 21, allegedly.
And Hugh Hefner needed his ass beat too. He dead now, so I don't care. But he needed his whole ass beat because he was old as crap looking at these little girls.
Yeah, but you can go with Jerry Lee Lewis. You can go with Elvis Presley. When
Elvis
they,
is one that needed his ass beat too.
I'm just saying, you can go through it. It's like it seemed like it was that. It's that type of culture in America where you can see a lot of older guys who are messing with a lot of younger women. That's even like guys. It's a sad thing. That's all I can say. So,
Uh, you know what that kind of reminds me of? You know how they be talking about how the girls in high school used to have them some guys that was in their 20s and stuff.
yeah, yeah, I didn't want to test that yet, but basically, that's the stuff. Yeah, it's big. It's old as apple pie. Is all I can tell you.
It really is.
Yeah, go watch them old movies, man. Them old cowboy movies when they were showing in the South, some old Western days, man. Them girls was 14 and 15 when they was letting them. You know what I'm saying? It was some of the craziest stuff you seen.
Mm-mm.
But you know. But time has changed. I wouldn't go for it, but I thought that was crazy back then.
It's crazy for somebody just like openly talking about it and it's completely cool. Like Marcus Houston said that on the episode and like said it out loud and with so much confidence, like, yeah, this is what I did. And I'm like,
Oh, so he told on himself.
yeah.
Oh yeah, I mean, cause that's what I'm saying. Where he
He no,
come
he
from?
said it. He didn't hint at nothing. He said it in his own words.
Oh yeah, he tell you he gone.
Mm-mm. So one last subject tonight was
See what Look what Winter said. She said a lot of our great grandparents was married at 14 though.
oh yeah. Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
it was
My
part of
great
it.
she had 12 children. Bless her heart. But she was married at a very young age. I don't think she was 18. And that was their deal back then, make a whole bunch of kids. The dad go out and, work and stuff during the day. Mom stay at home, take care of the babies, wash, clean, get food and stuff together. That was a daily thing for them. But yeah, back then it was actually normalized. Now I'm just like, no thanks.
Yeah, I mean, because I would be hurt if my daughter was 14, came but I'm pregnant, daddy, or I'm married. What? To who?
Oh gosh.
You know what I'm saying? Like, damn, so you couldn't see no dude. So I understand it. It's a terrible situation. I'm gonna just say that.
I'm definitely happy that I have. At the same time, I'm gonna make sure that I teach them and groom them to not do certain things. But it's a little bit worse when you have daughters because you have to worry about predators a little bit more when it comes to that, especially if they pretty little girls.
Brother Tony, well, let me answer this, Tony Wiggins. I see. You might not, Tony, but that was proved to be not a true statement, brother. You can go right on YouTube and you can see the wives they self explain that.
What Tony talking about?
He said, I mean, you know, they always try to say Elijah Muhammad had messed with some young, had several young ones. I just find that I still try to see it. Don't you see R. Kelly locked up? They would have locked that man up for all of the things he was doing back then. That's what I'm saying. No, the wives said that they self.
Well,
That
that's
they
good.
wasn't, you know. I know you said allegedly, Tony, but every time I hear it, I mean, because they're saying like, because I probably seem frustrated with it, because they come with that every time. I'm not saying you, I'm just saying other people. They be want to come with that saying that during that time they'd have locked him up. I'm just gonna be
Definitely.
honest with you,
And they was probably looking for a reason to lock him up anyway.
right? Oh yeah,
So
they've been doing propaganda.
I was about to say, if they could find any little piece of anything to get him for, I'm pretty sure he would have been in jail for
Yeah,
sexual misconduct, whatever
yeah,
that be considered as.
yeah. Much as he was anti-government, so you
Absolutely. And
know,
he's
against the
speaking a
system.
lot.
So yeah, that's what you know. It's just that they will, you know, there's a
Yeah.
lot of stuff they put out there that they you know the media put a lot of stuff out there and,
Yeah.
and you know try to do some. They do a hell of a bang up job, but we believe too much of what they say. But go on, carry on though.
So my last subject of the night, which is unfortunate, but I do want to have a slight discussion about this. So Coolio, the rapper, he passed away last year, and they kind of left us, with a cliffhanger, like what happened? Because Coolio wasn't that old at all. Let me click on this and actually find out how old he was, because he was definitely in his 50s, I believe. Come on, go down. I don't know. It's taking a long time for. Anyways, they released his cause of death, and it was actually a fentanyl overdose. This is my thing. I had seen an interview with Boosie the rapper, and he made a point. He said people need to go back to smoking crack because
Hell no. Hell no. I ain't gonna let you get off even off the ground. Have you seen how that drug tore up the community?
he
No.
joke about it though. He was just saying it from the standpoint that crackheads be 60, 50, 60 years old and still be thriving. These people and getting this coke and stuff and not knowing what it's coming from and not understanding that fentanyl is very accessible and it's easy to use to cut product with, so you can kind of stretch your product out a little bit more with it. Trust me, I know about a lot of this drug stuff. I had to study it in school, but I never thought that I would see it come to fruition where this is a thing that we're getting off the streets. Now, we used to talk about it in the hospitals because we had a lot of people that would kind of get slightly addicted because fentanyl is actually used as medication in the hospitals. But I don't even know if they use it anymore. I know they got to a certain point before I ended up getting out of the hospital field, medical field. They used to lock all that stuff up. Like it used to be accessible. Now you got to go through some changes to get that type of stuff now. But anyways, um, Mickey, what you think about this whole epidemic of fentanyl poisoning? Because it's definitely poisoning. People don't realize that it takes so little of fentanyl to put you in a basically comatose state where If you got some kind of operation going, it makes you feel good, relaxes you, whatever the case may be. So when people are cutting heroin and all this kind of other stuff
Mm,
with it, they're using larger volumes of it, and it's basically like a permanent sleeping pill, if that's what you really want to call it.
mm. Me personally, I don't know how nobody can even use it or even sell it to somebody. Do you understand? You losing your clientele, as they would say in the street. Even though I know nothing what clientele mean, but I'm saying what person who will want to sell something to somebody that can die, and then like how's you gonna keep getting money?
Think about it like this: if you're a crack dealer, you know that some of your clients might smoke it to the point that they overdose or whatever the case may be. So I mean, with anything that you're selling that's illegal, that comes with the risk. So I don't think they really. Most people don't understand the effects of fentanyl. Fentanyl is a drug that has to be monitored when it's administered to someone, just like anesthesia and all that kind of other stuff. So you got to think about it. If they're using this in the medical field and they have to watch you when they give it to you, and you have the means to get it on the street with no one supervising you, that's a little bit much.
Mm-mm. I'm just trying to see how so many people.
No, what you done did? Muted yourself?
Yeah, by accident. I muted myself by accident.
There you go.
Yeah, man, I'm just looking at. Have you? This not to go off subject, but it's still just a different drug.
Hmm.
Have you seen how the people look that be on meth? That's what I'm saying. Like crack, them two drugs right there would make a person will age you over some years. You can go from look, especially meth. You can be 23 and look like you 50.
Oh yeah. I
Like who would want to take something like some drugs that are, we know what crack could have a, you know, crack could have a woman go out there walking up and down Saginaw Street. I'm just saying.
know what scared me when I was a teenager, and I was probably about 2021, something like that. And I had just got out of school and started working in the hospital. And one day someone came in and I don't know if they OD'd necessarily, but I don't think it was on purpose. So they were known as being a meth user, and just having to kind of clothe them, bathe them, whatever the case may be, and looking at their skin and looking at all the spots, and just what I'm saying, just how horrible that their body was. And that scared me. I said, baby, I ain't never thought about doing no drugs, but I ain't doing it now.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. Anytime you can take something that can change your appearance. But I don't. That's what. Don't get me wrong, and I ain't trying to knock nothing. But when I be seeing these people, because I done seen a couple, especially last summer, they was having that was I guess that's using heroin. Was it the fentanyl they was having? They was falling out at these different places. Because I remember coming up Dordt Highway. You
Yeah.
gotta have a pin, and they gotta have that pack there to bring you back.
Some guy in Flint had an actual machine, I think inside of the MTA terminal, that had called called narcos, whatever it is that they inject you, and it brings you back, or whatever the case may be. I forgot exactly what it's called, but yeah, he put a whole vending machine up inside of the MTA building.
That's what I'm saying. Who wants some shit like that? That I ain't judging them, but man, when you got to take something that can knock you down, or it can be your first time, it could be your last time. I don't want nothing like that.
I don't want none of that. If I have to think about waking back up, like literally be like, okay, I hope and pray when I go to sleep, I wake back up because I might have took too much. No, heck no, nope, 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 nope.
You really have to pray when you dealing in them drugs that they dealing in, because you don't know if you're gonna wake up.
Obviously, they don't care, so it's kind of like they want that hit. That's it.
They gonna wish that they gonna wish that day. I'm just well when they ain't here no more. But
That's when it hit.
who wants something? Can you imagine? You gotta go upstairs for these good Christians. And what is it called? Narcan, Dr. Mona
Narcan.
organization,
I'm sorry,
provided
I,
the vending machines at the
narco.
yeah,
Not
Narcan. But that's what I'm saying. Who
something
in the do you smoke
not
meth
out.
or sniff it? I don't know how they do that winter. But that's what I'm saying. Do you man, listen, it is that's what they gotta have something around to bring you back because you might that's what I'm saying. You really gotta do something. If you hit this, no, go ahead. I don't want nothing like that.
I'll be honest with you too. People that smoke weed and stuff, and they be at parties, all that kind of stuff. That's even taking a risk too, because people are putting stuff inside. They've been doing that, but it's been more, way, way, way more popular um, now and more open to it. I seen Trick Daddy talking about it not too long ago, and I'm just like, they put cocaine and all that kind of stuff in their weed.
Yeah, but it's just to be honest, but but that tell you that's really not a friend. That's why you have your own stuff. Why would I go somewhere and somebody tell me,
They're
you
not
know
even.
what I mean? But why would I go somewhere and somebody just say, hit this? I'm straight.
Yeah,
Even with a drink, if I'm in the club, the rules still apply the same. If I set my drink down, that's not my drink anymore. I can go and throw that one away.
for real. I had a friend, she got liquor poisoned not too long ago. It wasn't just liquor. The guy had put like, I don't know what he put in it. Probably some lean or something like that, but he put that in straight liquor, and she said she'd never been that sick a day in her life. And I'm like, man, you really have to be careful about people that you're around, because they'll just, hey, since I'm high all the time, you gonna get high with me. No, I ain't.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm. This is rough.
Rough.
It's just a terrible thing. I don't, to each their own though. But
I'm not having no parts of it. None.
all these designer drum straight, they can have them.
That's exactly what it is. Designer drugs, because it's just stuff that just don't even make any sense.
Yeah, that's just like an e pill.
Yeah, I remember that was popular for a second and stuff. That was college. I'm just like, why do y'all figure that this is the only way y'all can be at a party? Baby, I'll stay at home if I can't have fun.
Uh, yeah, I'm being honest with you. It's just that I'm, t- but I'm not friends though if they do something like that. But it's just to show you just how some wicked people out here. That's all that is. It's just wicked people out here that'll do some wicked stuff like that and give you some it no can mess you up, but it's wicked. It's wicked people
Wicked,
everywhere.
folks. All right,
So,
Mickey, you got anything else to throw out there before we
I don't know.
head out?
I don't know. I'm trying to think. What can I throw out there today? What can I
Oh,
throw out there to
we
end
got
this show?
we got Pastor coming on in the morning, right?
Yeah, yeah. You know what? Y'all got y'all got to tap in at 8 o'clock in the morning for past Reverend T, but it's past the thrill kill. You got to tune in at 8 o'clock in the morning.
Pastor. I'll be in the building. I'll be up. I gotta go and start getting ready for this wedding. I will not be in attendance next week. I have some events that I gotta DJ y'all. My schedule is becoming real, real hectic, but we got some stuff in the works for y'all. Mickey said I can't tell yet, so
Can't. Got to keep it under the lid. Got to keep it under the lid.
I'm so excited though. I'm very excited. Just stay tuned for stuff. And y'all give a shout out to Mickey. We definitely want to give a shout out to Mickey because Mickey be working in on overdrive and Child be forgetting that he got to record episodes and everything else.
Oh, for sure, for sure, for sure. I'm only human, but thank you though.
It's all right, man. I know you're a one man show to a certain degree, so we appreciate you. I think I speak for everybody in the crew when we say we appreciate you.
Oh, for sure, for sure. You know that. That's why I'm trying to build a family thing over here for us. We all family.
We trying to recruit, but you know what? This is what I'm realizing before we get off
Talk
of
to talk to me.
people can gossip and talk all day like if it's just me and you on the phone, but a lot of the times that stuff does not transfer to like on camera viewers and being put in the spotlight. That's what it is. A lot of people can't handle that at all.
You got a point. Got a
So
point.
we're definitely recruiting. I'm trying my best to get this co-host action going, but y'all, when I get my co-host, I'll be able to tell y'all the full story because I don't want to put nobody out there just yet. But I'm definitely gonna name some names when I when I finally narrow it down. But anyways, thank you guys for popping in. I love y'all. Tune in tomorrow at 8 a.m. with Pastor Throkill. Love y'all. Thank y'all.
Peace.